Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be like my first official let's play and it's going to be a supernatural LP. So here we are in New Orleans, and as you guys saw in the like little machinima I made, it was a woman who lost her husband because he was took off this earth, and she decided to use his money and move to New Orleans to have a brand new start. But not everything isn't what it seems, so I guess we'll see what happens in just a few moments. But I just want to like show you guys around this New Orleans. I'll like put an image up of the person's save this is, because I actually downloaded this from someone's YouTube channel, and they collaborated with other sim creators to make this New Orleans save. And yeah, I'm really excited to start this. I've never like had an actual let's play in this channel. So this is the person that lost her husband. Her name is Catherine Snow, and with her she brought her little puppy called Fifi. And I just want to show you guys like around. I think it's a really beautiful save, but let's get started. I just want to show you guys her neighbors. So let's get started. Alright, hello guys, we are back here with the household of Catherine Snow's neighbors, because there's something of very not normal about them. And I'm so sorry about that fan noise in the background. It's just my laptop. Alright, so we're gonna go through each and one of the characters, because I made little backstories for them, and I really took my time. Okay, alright, so we could do the first person, Madeline Reinhardt. This is Madeline Reinhardt. Alright, this is Madeline Reinhardt. Being one of the eldest of all vampires, she has learned to control her vampire thirst. She has lived a longer life than anyone else in this household. She created this space for other vampires to reach their full potential. Way back then, in the 1600s, she was just a normal girl taking care of her elder parents when she heard screaming while gardening, and found her whole family to be gone. Then she got attacked. It seemed to be an animal attack, but it was more than just that. Following the years that followed, she found out the person who transformed her into a vampire. It was Vladimir Strahd. They were once a couple, but soon fell out of love when Madeline realized all he wanted was to control her. She fled to New Orleans and has been there ever since. So yeah, as you guys heard me say, she created the space for other vampires to help reach their full potential, because she knows what it feels like to be confused. She knows what it feels like to be controlled by someone more powerful than her. And I feel like we'll have a lot of fun with her just because she's very like level-headed, you know? Alright, now moving on to the next person. The next person is Raina Myers. Growing up, she had strict parents and she was very rebellious. Her parents, being wealthy, sent her to boarding school because they couldn't deal with her anymore. She was a very rebellious child. While being at the boarding school, one night the whole school went under attack by what is described as an animal attack in the newspapers. Most lives were lost that day, but not all. Raina came back to life feeling different, into what she knows now to be a vampire. She has no idea how she transformed or who mysteriously helped her that day. So, as you guys heard me say, she was supposed to actually die that day, but a vampire mysteriously helped save her. And during that whole process, she became a vampire. Alright, now moving on to Jonathan Barnes. While one day catering for one of the wealthiest families in New Orleans, In the 1920s, a fire went out and destroyed many people's lives. Jonathan was one of the many to survive. He always had vampire in his bloodline. Both his parents were vampires, and as soon as he died, that trait was activated. He then found his parents years later with stakes through their hearts. That was when he met Madeline, who helped them get through the trauma. So as you guys saw, he was actually catering for one of the wealthiest families in New Orleans in the 1920s. And then he later found out that his parents were being seeked after and taken off this earth. And I feel like he's been through a lot for experiencing the 1920s and all, but I feel like he'll be a real cool character to like play around with, you know. Alright, now moving on to Bria Lawton. Okay, actually before we do her, let's do Jared Lawton. Being from Brindleton Bay, he enjoyed the simple things in life, until one day he decided to take a walk outside during a cloudy day, when the only thing he remembers is waking up with a bite mark on his neck and a weird feeling in his stomach. The next few days after that, he transformed into a vampire and moved away from his family to San Myshuno. He was then discovered by Madeline Reinhardt, who took him in. He now tries his best to act human by drinking only plasma packs and staying away from the plasma scene. So he's really trying to like fit in with the human beings, but he really is a vampire, but he doesn't want a lot of people to know just because it's not something he's really proud of. Now moving on to Bria Lawton. Okay, so Bria Lawton. She's the sister of Jared Lawton. Following her brother's disappearance, she began to party much more than she did before. After all, it was a normal thing considering it was the 80s, but she started to get out of control. One night while at a party, not feeling well after a few drinks, she decided to ask a stranger at the party to give her a ride. While Bria walked outside to the stranger's car, she was pushed into the lake and was considered deceased as soon as her brother heard about the news. He quickly went to her in a different disguise and fed her his blood, making her undead, which is a vampire. She is now very much into fashion and hopes to own her own real retail store. As you guys saw, somebody actually tried to commit a crime against her and push her into the lake, and she still does not know to this day who that person was. So basically forced to be undead. I feel like she doesn't really mind it, you know, but I guess she's like in the middle, like she doesn't really know still. But yeah, those are all the characters. I made them all myself. And I also want to show you guys their vampire form is actually like, I try to make it from going into the storyline of like how they passed away. So like she was from the 1600s. Show that form. Did it just glitch? So as you guys see, I try to put an outfit on. So as you guys see, I try to put an outfit on from the 1600s, and this is her in her dark form. And yeah, she's been through a lot, as you can tell. Moving on to Raina Myers. We're about to check out her outfit. This is Raina Myers' dark form. So as I said, she was like a schoolgirl and there's an attack. So that's exactly what I did. I put her like in a school outfit. And moving on to I'm still like trying to get a hold of the names, like trying to remember them. Jonathan Barnes, we're gonna show his dark form. So this is Jonathan Barnes' dark form. And as I said, he was catering for one of the wealthiest families in New Orleans. So I put him in something that looks very professional. And moving on to Bria Lawton. Oh my gosh, she's like right here. As I said, it was like the 80s. It was like the 80s. Alright, so this is Bria Lawton's outfit from the 80s when someone tried to commit something against her and her brother helped her out, and she's alive, but not really, she's dead. Now moving on to her brother, Jared Lawton. He's playing chess out here away from everyone, which makes sense because he really is trying to live his normal human life. So dark form. So this is his dark form. I put it like for something going outside, and I also put the time frame in like 80s, 70s, but it doesn't really look like that, so I might change it in like later on in the story. But yeah, these are Catherine Snow's neighbors, the woman you saw in the beginning. And I just want to show you guys this house. So yeah, I'll link the save. It's a New Orleans save down in this description. But look how beautiful this home is. They all live in this house because of Madeline Reinhardt. She wants to create a space for other vampires to feel safe. Alright, now we're gonna move to Catherine Snow. Okay, so this is Catherine Snow's household, and she is very sad. Why? I actually downloaded her from the gallery because I wanted something like real quick, but I'm definitely gonna change her. I just got her from the gallery because she has like a very timeless look. I feel like you could put her in any outfit and she'll look like nice in it. But moving on to her story. So she was with a politician and living in Del Sol Valley. He was like an upcoming politician, and she was like a trophy wife, I guess you could say. Like she's very materialistic. She cares about the money. So when she met her ex-husband, we all know why she went with him, because of the money. And she took that money and bought this house in New Orleans. And I felt like she always had this plan from the start. Well, not like making him deceased, but like I'm talking about like taking his money, leaving, and then making her own life, you know. But there's been whispers that she's heard about a city called Forgotten Hollow, about immortality, and she wants immortality to stay young forever and to keep this wealth that she has only to herself. And I'm excited to see where that goes. But yeah, she'll be traveling in a little bit to Forgotten Hollow just to see what everyone is talking about the immortality. Hello guys, we are back at the Strahd Mansion, and I redid some of the townies. So this is Vladimir Strahd. Oh, I forgot, he has that vampire thing where he starts his relationship off negative with everyone. But I'm gonna go ahead and have her talk to him about this thing that she's been hearing about immortality. She's telling him, she's like, yeah, I heard about this immortality and I just wanted to come here and see it for myself. She wants to find out more about it, and she has a feeling Vlad Lestrade knows the secret about it. And he's like, yeah, I know about it, but you're gonna have to do something for me in return in the future. Maybe it's battle, who knows? I feel like Vlad Lestrade always has something up his sleeve. Remember what he said, that she'll have to repay him in the future. And I kept his dark form from the original. But here she is, being turned into a vampire. And in the next few days, she'll be turned into like a complete vampire, because they have that like whole transformation thing. And here she is, she has a stomachache. And little does she know what's in the future for her. Alright, now we're gonna go back to New Orleans, and we're gonna see the next couple days of how her life turns out. Before we go back home, I wanted to show you guys what I did with the Voutures. They look totally different. I redid their looks, but I think it came out real nice. I don't know why Judith Ward, probably because I kicked her out when I was doing like another storyline. Anyways, let's go back to New Orleans. New Orleans was actually replaced. Willow Creek was actually replaced by New Orleans, but I really don't mind it. We're back at the house Jazz built, and I realized I never showed you guys, I didn't really show you guys around the house. So this is like the entrance. It's very beautiful. She has like a little study room, and then over here is like a closet. This is the living area. But yeah, I really love the creativity the person put into the save. Like, there's so much. I really like it. And then this is the upstairs. And then this is the creepy attic. This is the creepy attic that no one really goes into. Oh, I also want to show you guys. I'm using the dark thing. I'm also using Intramoon 100k Coffin, a preset. So that's why everything has like, it looks like a filter to it. But I want to end this episode right here and let you guys know that this first episode is basically going to be about the vampires. The second one is going to be about another supernatural creature. Like, I want to do everything in different parts just so I could like show different machinimas. And please don't judge me, guys. That was my very first machinima at the beginning of this video. And yeah, in the next episode or next few episodes, we'll see Catherine completely transform into a full-blooded vampire, and we'll see where the story goes from there. But yeah, the next episode is gonna be about another supernatural creature, and I feel like it'll be like a fun little gameplay. It's like my first actual let's play, so I'm excited. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the characters so far, and I'm excited to see where this goes. Thanks for watching, and let's do like a little outro of the house. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode. Bye bye. I just wanted to give a big PSA and say I'm sorry for this very low budget video, and I hope the next one is even better. Sorry about that. Bye.